So we'll probably do a few more, and then we'll probably call it there for the MLB The Show stuff for this session. I mean, I've been kind of like taking a little bit of a break, getting drinks and doing stuff, so it's like I have been very spaced out doing this. But I'll probably stop after like another game or two. Definitely gonna up my fastball control, but I did want to up my velocity on my curve, throw it a bit harder. Goes 66. Says Cap, does that mean it goes to 72 and that would be it? Because, I mean, having a 72 control on my fucking knuckleball would be great. I need to get the cap up on that. Yeah, let's just get the velocity. I want my curveball to be a little bit faster, but not anything too great. If you hear any noises, my bottle. I'm trying to drink some water. Talk about our team record. Well, we're on the Orioles, man. It's a little rough. We're trying our best, but let me tell you, we're literally like a team that might be undergoing a lot of rebuilding or just a lot of we're the major league developmental team. We're just a lot of guys that are developing and get to play at a major league level, and I don't know. I really don't. Our team isn't that good. We are 4 games back. I mean, we're getting better because we literally had like 4 wins and like a bunch of losses. Like we were struggling. But I'm coming in a really shitty fucking 7-0 problem. So I guess I can pitch with all the confidence in the world that I'm not going to blow a lead.
One pitch on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. Not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2.
Yeah, took through a couple pitches. Now 2 pitches. Got my out. That's all you need. Not seeing a lot of chances to increase my knuckle velocity as much as I'd like.
Here's the 0-2.
Yikes, that was a hanging sweeping curve, but luckily he didn't get it. He didn't get all of it, so I'll take it.
Stepping in, Kristen Stewart. He reached base on an error and
Let's not deal with my kryptonite of the Royals. If I can just avoid pitching them, that'd be great. I do hope in the future MLB Road to shows that we have a little bit more, I don't know, player control in the sense of like, maybe I want to ask my manager, like, can I have the extra night off, and maybe you don't get to play a game. It's a 50-50 if he'll let you, it depends. Or maybe it might base it off stats, how you've been, I don't know. But like, and it gives you an extra day to train, but you don't get to play in a major league game. You might not get as much experience as you would playing the game, like, the bonus experience, but it lets you train on a specific thing you want. So it can be effective once in a while and avoid a team that you want. It'd also be cool, too. I always thought about this. There are pitchers that have turned outfielder. Rick Ankiel, I think was his name, or something like that, and somebody else that they were mentioned that I've faced. It'd be cool to allow yourself as a pitcher, if it's not working out, to transfer over to a batter, like a fielder. And if it's not working as a fielder, you can go to try to be a pitcher kind of deal. It might be harder for fielder to pitcher because you wouldn't really know any pitches. Unless they, like, let you learn 3 pitches, but they're at, like, their shittiest stats. But, like, the velocity might be high depending on what your arm strength was. If you were, like, an outfielder with high arm strength or infielder.
The 2-2 one more time.
Ooh, jammed him.
Nunez in foul ground.
Oh, that'd be cool. At least, like, the pitcher go outfield if, like, pitching isn't working out.
Digging in now,
But, once you change, you might not be able to change again for a while. It's not like something you can just keep switching to. So it's like, all right, I don't like pitching, I want to be a fielder. All right, I don't like fielding, I want to be a pitcher. You can't keep swapping. It's like maybe every season you can do at least one change, or maybe it has to be permanent. Or if you do change, your stats on your pitches kind of diminish.
First offering on its way.
I don't know. There has to be, like, something. You can't just flip-flop like that.
ground to first. Littlefield fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
I mean, I don't see why you couldn't, but I feel like it'd be dirty at times. Like, oh, I don't want to pitch, and then you have to fuck up your roster constantly to swap, but to do that.
Number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
There's things that would be cool, but I know it'd be really hard to program in or do, I feel like.
He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Stewart is there, 2 down.
But, like, they made some improvements having to talk to people, but I don't know. There's not, like, I don't want it like 2K where, you do really well and you always have the press on you. Like, I've seen people have, like, the same generic interview, but, like, I feel like there should be more to it than, like, maybe a little bit of an outside life compared to just baseball. What are guys doing? But there's not much to do. We're just traveling and doing stuff. But it'd be cool because, like, what was it? I think, was it Madden 07? I think it was. They used to do where you could get different agents and they allowed different access. So, like, maybe as you improve, you have to get a better agent as you get better. So, like, you start with kind of a crappy agent and then you get a better one later on. I don't know. I'm just thinking of a lot of unnecessary things that probably don't need to be in. It'd be a cool concept, but if not executed right, it would just be a repetitive mess of obnoxiousness that people would want and then not want afterwards.
Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
John. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
We have confidence, so I might as well try to throw one of my pitches here or there. They're not that greatly developed, but you got to use them.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right
there.
Ooh,
he wanted it.
Find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Oh, and now we got the call. That is a pitcher's call, and I'll take it. Nick Castellanos. Ooh, right on the corner. Might have gotten a little too much of the plate, but luckily he didn't go swinging.
He doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability.
Ooh, right over the curve. That was just beautifully executed. What more could you ask from your relief pitcher, who should be starting?
Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are.
Oh, he tried. I appreciate the jumping attempt and him just staring at it and taking a slow jog away.
Need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on
no one chased. What about Nick Castellanos or whatever? You fucking chased.
Jeimer Candelario is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. From the stretch.
We're up the middle, but not good enough. Double play. A nice change double play. That's what I like about the changeup, because if I threw the curve and it went in the dirt, it could be a wild pitch and it could risk the runner moving. So, I'd rather have a changeup that doesn't break nearly as much as the curve. And I could throw it in the dirt, almost or close to below the knees, and possibly cause a double play.
But this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen.
Yeah, because I'm a starter playing as out of the bullpen.
Digging in once again. Leading off for the Tigers. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch.
I'm still out here. That's what I also like about having a DH. I don't get pinch hit out of any reasons, so I can pitch a little more. But at the same time, I do miss having my every occasion batting.
Ready with another 0-2. And another foul ball.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
Ooh, right over the changeup. We sped it up and we slowed it down 10 more miles or so. I like it.
All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout,
Almost 70 on that knuckle, but that's only when we're throwing it up, and that makes it a little rough.
One gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Count now a ball and a strike. Hit hard.
Ooh, right up the middle. Umpire fielding.
Into center field.
What if the umpire was a former baseball player that just, like, forgot he was umpiring?
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And now that pitcher right there.
Ooh, he wanted to.
Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second.
That dropped.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And this is
Right in the ground, the changeup for the double play ball, and that is it for my outing. Not a bad relief outing. I mean, I pitched with pretty much confidence because we were so down that any mistake I made wasn't going to ruin it. 3 strikeouts, only 3 hits, and no runs allowed. Out of our horrible, 7 deficit that we had? 7-2 at the end of it. Tell you, I like how my break regressed. Everything else went up. Going above expectations.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
Alright, thank you for the boost. I think you should be focusing more on the fucking offense of this team. I mean, yeah, maybe the bullpen could use some work too. The offense is definitely needed.
Your attention, please.
Tony takes
His
over to
eye.
start the 6th inning on the mound.
My 9th game.
Number 25.
Get to wear our orange in the rain.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart. No hits in 2 trips to the plate.
So it's 1-1 in the 6th inning.
0-1 the count.
Ooh, didn't get the corner.
Starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now, this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see
Ooh,
the
the curve is just getting nastier. It's almost up in the 80s. It's almost it's 75. That's a bit of a hard curve.
That's his second strike.
What is that?
I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about.
That was a hefty amount of break.
Ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Ooh, down the line hitting. I can't be upset with it. I'm looking at him just like I'm looking at him, giving him the stink eye. A loud single.
How difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoke, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra.
Yikes.
His calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging and pitching staff.
Behind 0-2 now.
Ooh, and he just couldn't get the bat off his shoulders.
Couldn't pull the trigger, and there
I'll
are
take
2
it.
away. So stepping in,
Oh, he wanted to. Oh, if it just stayed a little closer.
High in the air down the right field line. Stewart is in pursuit, and he makes the
And we
catch.
get
in
out
the
of trouble.
corner. Now at the plate, Victor Reyes. He'll lead it off here as we
It's been a
begin
day. Did I have a
number
day
7.
off before? Because I feel like I'm going to be exhausted after pitching 5 innings and then coming in for this. I didn't even look at my stamina. It's still good. As long as I don't throw too hard.
2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
In my best stuff, and then I threw that down the line fucking pitch. Threw my weakest pitch. It goes knuckleball, fastball, curve. It literally goes in order of how good my pitches are.
Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment. Able to
I was gonna say he got too much of that, like up. He got under it.
Has it in his tracks. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, John Hicks. He's over 2 in the ballgame.
Ooh, just that perfect.
And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1. Hit in the air to right
Hanging
field.
change, but he got under it.
You go. I go. Stewart
And it
is
is
there, and he'll
fucking
make
going
the
nuts
catch
with the
to
weather in this
retire.
game.
Nick Castellanos
They don't.
now,
They got
and
rid
this
of that,
time
did they? They don't like. They make it sound like they're gonna like. They make it sound like they're gonna stop the game. You know. They used to do that. Like they take away such features that, like, yeah, they were stupid, but this is supposed to be somewhat realistic. Like a realistic simulation. So it's like they should stop it if it keeps pouring like this.
This guy's
Ladies and gentlemen, your
That's
attention,
another
please.
hard hit single.
Now running at first
right
for
there.
the
He's
Tigers.
looking super solid.
Ooh, that's a pitcher call.
Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency.
Oh, and that was practically a pitch out.
So it was a strikeout swinging.
Man, we only got 2 hits this game. Jesus.
With his 3rd strikeout of the night. Now he bounces a knuckleball up to the plate for a ball. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs.
Insert metaphor here.
And the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitch.
Well, I'll take the strike, but look at how long.
That's not gonna get him
God, my
in there
slow
with a
pitch.
stolen base.
Uh-oh. Well, that's gonna get him to go.
Here, the throw will go to 3rd, and they say he beat the throw. Safe
Yikes.
at 3rd. Fouled away.
Now it was just a hit me pitch.
Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away.
Ooh, but the changeup gets him.
Big out there.
And without it needing to be a curveball, I didn't have to worry about it going in the dirt.
Gone now. The next batter, Jamer Candelario. Been a rough go, thank you.
That's just to get it in there strike.
These guys were looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game.
Well, RBI single.
Meanwhile, this ball's gonna get through, and
Could
that's
be
a
worse,
base hit.
but with our offense, that might be the
From 3rd as they
nail in the
take
coffin.
lead here in the late going. From the stretch.
Up next for the Tigers.
What the hell was
RBIs
that?
Any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Ready to deliver the 1 and 2.
Ooh, and we got him. Was it the front door? Is that what they call it, or back door? I don't care. It works.
Ready to deliver.
Leading
Here's
off
the
for the
first
Tigers.
pitch.
He flinched or something. It looked like he was gonna swing.
For a cold strike.
Reyes.
Ground ball left side.
Oh, and they were playing in shortstop.
Off balance throw.
Tried.
Couldn't
Good
get
try.
enough on it, so it'll be scored as an
He
infield
needs
single.
100 arm strength out there.
Ready once again.
Up next
Ronnie
for the
Rodriguez
Tigers.
is looking for hit number 3 here in this
Ronnie
at bat.
Rodriguez.
Set and the pitch. Could have hit that with a 3-iron. A low knuckleball called for a strike. Looks
Ooh.
like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Changes
Oh, you didn't
over,
want the
but that's in
changeup?
dirt for a ball. Reyes on at first.
Ooh,
Nobody
he
out.
went for it too.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering.
And not intrigued with it.
Full now, 3 and 2.
Hey, this has been an epic at bat right here. I don't.
I was gonna say, I'll listen. I'll listen this one time.
Swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we go full count.
Jesus,
And
goddamn.
another foul ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he
Oh, and we got it.
here
The
as he
pitcher
strikes
call.
him out after
It might have been
the
favorable. Might have been the right
at
call.
bat.
It's more on our side.
Back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Guerrero. He flew out in his last at bat. No balls and 1 strike. Hit out to
On the
second.
ground. Double
Second
play.
run.
There it
Down to
is.
first as they get the double
Give me
play
that
here.
experience.
close one tonight, 2-1.
So I got the loss because I gave up that
The
run.
Detroit Tigers came through late, taking the lead in the eighth
But you know what?
to secure the victory.
6 strikeouts, 5 hits, and an earned run. I can't say it's a quality start or a win in my book because we lost. But I'll say it wasn't bad. Because everything was on the up. Got that break to progress. There's no way, I don't know if there's a way to look at your like stats for your pitches. I guess this. Because of it's slightly increased because of I'm gonna assume the overall adjusted. So knuckle velocity's up there pretty high. Good knuckle control, good knuckle break. Our velocity's down with our fastball, but we got good break on the fastball. I don't know if like the orange is just how much we are from our cap, or if, like I said, the adjusted overall. Change is so crappy. But so is this. Like, we gotta up these controls. I mean, if the orange is because of the adjusted and it's at 55, then that's not bad. But it's still, we gotta up this control. Right through 9 and K through 9 isn't bad. Our pitch and clutch, our stamina's gotten up there. Yeah, because it says +7, so like, these don't have pluses. But I think it's just +7 and all that because of the gear I'm wearing. I don't know. We're almost to the next tier of this, which is fast forward to 2 and 2 and then go ahead and stuff, but I don't really want that. And increase velocity when below half. I don't really even want these. I'm more so just doing it for the sake of getting them. But I'll probably do the side set pitches lose less accuracy. No, that wouldn't be terrible. Effective against. I'd like to have effectiveness in road games as well. So I want to definitely get my Maverick up. And I want to get, I want to see what the captain ones are, if they're decent or not. Like looking at my player card, what we did, 12 games. We had some at-bats back then. But I like this, 1 game. Ugh. Had an entire year just missed. Not bad. But alright, I think that is where I'll stop there. I do appreciate everybody who watched, and I'll be back at it again real soon. Hopefully.